All right, so we're back. Um, so just giving you guys some quick context. So it's been 15 years since I founded the OFC, and one of the things I remember when I had just started this is one of our supporters or members at the time had asked me. I should give you guys a little more context. So actually, when I started the OFC, there was a couple of other people after that started launching initiatives just like the OFC. Right, so it was like a similar concept and what we were doing. It wasn't what we were doing, but it was a similar concept. Right, and so one of the members was like, "Yo, how are we going to stop people from trying to do what we're doing? You know, like how are we going to prevent people from pretty much just taking the idea, you know, and copying the concept?" And I totally shocked them when I was like, I have no intention of stopping people. And matter of fact, if I could encourage people, I will. And the reason for that was because my genuine goal is to see our community thriving. So I created the OFC community in order to create a space where people can come together, build with each other, spend money together, establish economic wealth, and use that wealth to empower the future generation. I don't want to say I don't care who does it, but my point is, if like the OFC is doing it, amazing. If other groups can do it too, even better, because all that means is that we understand this and we're coming together, we're working with each other, and we're building together. And who knows, like we could have multiple community collectives working together, and that just makes us a larger community collective. So by no means am I trying to hoard the information or trying to prevent others from doing what I'm doing. I'm actually even in a position where now I've built this thing up, and I recently just took myself off of the board of directors, and I'm only now the executive director, because my goal is to not be, or maybe I'll frame it on the more on the affirmative. So my goal is to be able to empower others to be able to take this over and be able to continue to run it. Like that to me is success. That to me is the sign of something tangible, when you could build something and then let it go into the world and it continues to operate. Unfortunately, we do see the opposite at times within a lot of our organizations, where they really try to sit on it for as long as they can, because that is like something that they cling to, and they really hold it as it's theirs. I never felt like this thing was mine. I was inspired to do it. The spirit has given me the ability, the tools, the resources. I have I have a desire. I'm excited about what I do, but by no means is this my thing. It's something that, done well, it's our thing, and I do my part. Everybody has their part, so I do my part, do the heavy lifting, get it to a point where it can have an impact on our people, and then I seed it into the universe and let the rest do its thing. So that's really what it is. So that's just a call it the intro. So what I'm going to do, as you guys know, every day I take a quick pause for peace, where I take 68 seconds to just focus on the world that I want to see, and I encourage others to do the same. With that in mind, something just came to my spirit this past week was, you know what, if I'm going to build and take time for this pause for peace, let me take a quick moment every day just to share some words of wisdom with our community, for people who might want to do what we're doing, who might want to build community and trying to figure out how they're doing it, and trying to figure out how we're doing it. All right. And my apologies, tout le monde, pardon que tout ça est en anglais, parce que on est un communauté complètement bilingue. Fait que si jamais il y a de quoi que je dis c'est pas clair, que vous aimeriez que je traduis, s'il vous plaît, gênez-vous pas, envoyez-nous un message, ça va me plaisir de traduire. Mais juste pour le temps, je vais garder ça en anglais, peut-être du franglais, pour être capable de faire assez vite. All right, guys. So I was just saying, for those who might not understand, like the OFC, we're a completely bilingual community, so we do strive to do everything in French and in English. In this particular case, I'm presenting in English just for the sake of time as well, but I was just explaining, if there's anything that I say that isn't clear and they need translations, they're welcome to reach out, and I'll do the translations for them. So where do I start? So one of the first things that worked for us, and I'm only going to share one tip a day, okay? So one of the first things that worked for us when creating the OFC community we initially tried to do the concept of let's get everybody on board because this is a great initiative. Everybody will see the value in working together and building together. Wrong. That's just not how human nature works. Everybody's not ever down. And if everybody's down, sometimes you have to wonder, how come everybody's down? Anyways, so we changed the philosophy and said, you know what? Instead of building this thing for everybody, because we got tired of hearing all kind of negative feedback. I got some of the feedback I got when I was starting this is if we create a community to support ourselves, other individuals won't spend money with me. All right. And again, for those who understand how the OFC works, we are not. We are inclusive. So all races, all nationalities are welcome to be part of the OFC. But yes, we do have particular initiatives and programs that we have in place to empower the Black community. So in no means did I ever tell anybody, but let's create a network and alienate other cultures or other religion or other nationalities. I just said, let's continue to work together, but let's just make sure that we're making sure the needs of our children are being met. Anywho, so after hearing all kind of craziness from the quote unquote Black community, I said, you know what? Actually, I shouldn't even say the Black community, the community at large. We said we're going to change the philosophy and focus on building with builders. So instead of having an approach where we are trying to announce this to everybody, we said, you know what? If out of 30 people, 4 are down, we're just going to work with 4 people. And that is one of the things I could recommend as you guys are starting these kind of initiatives, community development programs, organizations. Start with your tribe. Start with if it's 2, you guys start as 2. If it's 5, start as 5. Don't get discouraged because you can't get the masses on board. Just focus on building with those who are around you. And within, like what I could tell you just from experience is that people have a tendency of following when they see something is rolling. So you and your handful of builders who are down, start supporting each other. Start setting the example. Start building with each other. And watch how the rest of people get, I shouldn't say the rest of the people, other people who resonate with what you guys are doing, they will get on board. And then you could go and you could build from there. All right, so that's the first quick tip I could share with you guys for today. Is just when it comes to community building, start and build with your tribe. All right, beautiful people. Anybody else if you want more information about the OFC community, you want to know how we get down, how we roll, how we build, do not hesitate. Reach out, ofccommunity.com. Call us, WhatsApp, whatever, 514-651-4545, or you're always welcome to shoot us an email, support@ofccommunity.com. Glad to be at your service. Wishing you guys an amazing rest of your day.